Hi, I'm Debbie. Have you ever been told, stay strong, keep it together, move on before you are ready? This message is for you. What people may not tell you is those messages teach your subconscious to hide the hurt. They create patterns of brushing aside emotions and they lock them inside. When we choose to heal, we start to learn that old programming is not serving us because strength isn't silence and healing doesn't happen in hiding. Today we're diving into what happens when we suppress our emotions and how we can gently begin to process them so that your body, mind, and your subconscious can finally exhale. Let's start with the truth. When you suppress emotions like grief, anger, and even joy, your body doesn't forget, and neither does your subconscious. It stores those feelings like files labeled unprocessed. They sit there quietly influencing your thoughts, your actions, and your energy. You might feel stuck, numb, overwhelmed by things that seem really small. That's not weakness. That's just being human. It's also your body's way of saying, I'm holding way too much. And that's when we can get physically sick and emotionally. That's why I want you to know you can express yourself, not just for your healing, but for your health. Emotions are meant to move. They're energy in motion. And when you allow them to flow, you create space for clarity, peace, and even power. Let's talk about how to do that. Not just in theory, but in practice. Because healing isn't just a mindset. It begins with giving yourself permission and then taking aligned action. Will you allow yourself to begin again with hope, joy, and happiness on the other side of healing? Let's explore some actionable ways to start processing what you've been holding on to. By giving your emotions a voice and speaking it out loud, like, I feel grief, I feel resentment, I feel relief and excitement. Naming your emotions signals to your subconscious it's safe to feel. It also reveals the inner dialogue you've been carrying often unnoticed. Start to notice the thoughts behind the feelings. This is powerful because once you hear your own words, you can begin to question them, asking yourself, is this true? Is this mine? Is there another way I can see this? By gently challenging these thoughts, you offer your mind a new possibility, one that leads to healing and reprogramming from the inside out. The next thing you can try is moving your body. Emotions don't just live in our minds, they live in our bodies. When something painful happens, your body remembers. It tucks these feelings into tight shoulders, clenched jaws, and even a heavy chest. Over time, these tensions become familiar, even invisible. Movement helps loosen the grip, whether it's a slow stretch or a spontaneous dance or even a brisk walk. You're telling your body it's safe to let go. Even 5 minutes can make a huge difference. It interrupts that emotional loop, clearing space for your nervous system to open the door to new healing possibilities. It's a gentle invitation for your body to exhale and for your heart to begin again. The next thing is free writing, or basically journaling. Let your pen speak for the parts of you who haven't had a voice in a really long time. Don't censor yourself and don't edit, just write. This is your subconscious mind's playground, a space where buried emotions, old beliefs, and hidden stories can come up for air. Try prompts like, what am I afraid to feel? What would happen if I let this emotions speak. Think of it as a safe container for release. When you know no one else will read it, something shifts. You stop suppressing and you start releasing the emotions that are held up inside. Let yourself curse, let yourself rage, and let yourself celebrate. Your subconscious needs to know it's safe to express what has been suppressed. And when you do, you begin to clear space for healing, clarity, and truth. Next is reframing experiences. This isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about shifting how we see the moments. Ask yourself, what did this emotion teach me about my boundaries? How did this moment reveal my strength? And what part of me is asking to be seen and heard? Reframing doesn't erase the pain. It helps you reclaim your power inside it. It's how your subconscious begins to rewrite the story. Not the one shaped by fear, old wounds, but the one that opens space for healing, growth, and possibility. Each time you reframe, you're gently reprogramming the patterns that keep you stuck. You give your mind a new lens and your life a new design. You don't have to do it all at once. Healing isn't a race. It's a journey of rediscovery, reinvention, and reconnection. Some days you'll feel ready to dive right into the deep end. Other days, just naming what you're feeling is enough. Every step you take is a signal to your subconscious. It's safe now. I'm allowed to feel. I'm allowed to heal. So today I invite you to stop suppressing and start expressing. Let your emotions be your guide, not your enemy. Your body is wise. Your subconscious is listening. And you are worthy of peace. If this resonated with you, share with someone who has been holding it all in for way too long. And remember, healing isn't a destination. It's an exciting journey. Thank you for watching. Sending you so much love. Coach Debbie Forth Wigley. Bye for now.